In this sci-fi adventure story, we follow the journey of a 30-something male lawyer Jaden, successful in his profession, and married to a beautiful woman. However, his personality is marked by a certain level of self-centeredness, and he often retreats into his own thoughts, choosing to contemplate his own life and decisions. As a successful lawyer, Jaden is accustomed to wielding power and influence in his professional and personal life, which has contributed to his sense of superiority and arrogance. He often looks down on others who are less successful or less wealthy than he is, believing that his wealth and success set him apart from the rest of society. One day, Jaden decides to take a solo trip to a secluded hotel in the countryside. The hotel is made up of rows of small, single-person cabins that overlook a beautiful landscape of trees and greenery. Although his wife is initially skeptical of his decision, she eventually supports him and even checks out the hotel herself. However, she can't help but wonder if her husband will be unfaithful while away. Despite her concerns, she lets him go on his personal journey. During his stay at the hotel, Jaden spends his time reflecting on his life and exploring nearby attractions. One day, he takes a small ferry to a nearby island and stumbles upon a group of young performers who all seem to have some form of physical or intellectual disability. However, their performances are full of energy and joy, and Jaden is impressed by their abilities. After the performance, the performers invite audience members to share their thoughts. Jaden steps forward and commends them on their amazing show. As he stepped forward, he couldn't help but feel the intensity of the performers' emotions. He was moved by the passion and dedication they had put into their performance. For the first time in his life, he realized that wealth and success are nothing compared to the pure joy and happiness that the performers had just shown him. He couldn't help but admire the sheer talent and hard work that these performers had put in. As he approached them, he could feel the warmth emanating from their bodies, and the energy that was radiating off them. He could see in their eyes the years of practice and the pain they had endured to get to this level of perfection. As he commended them on their amazing show, he noticed the tears in their eyes. They were not tears of sadness, but tears of joy and relief that someone had finally recognized their hard work and dedication. He saw the gratitude and appreciation in their eyes, and it touched his heart. But it was one performer in particular, a female performer named Ariana, who caught his attention. He saw the tears streaming down her face, and he realized that she was the embodiment of the passion and dedication that he had been missing in his own life. He felt a connection with her, a connection that he had never felt before. In that moment, Jaden realized that he had been living his life all wrong. He had been so caught up in his own arrogance and success that he had forgotten what really mattered in life. He realized that money and success are not everything and that true happiness lies in doing something that you love with all your heart, just as these performers had done. He left the theater that day a changed man, with a newfound appreciation for life and all the beautiful things that it has to offer. He vowed to live his life with more passion and dedication, just like the performers who had touched his heart and soul. Later, as they all travel home on a bus, the performers continue to celebrate, and Jaden finds himself overwhelmed by the crowd. He quietly slips away and heads back to the hotel, only to realize that he needs a pass to take the ferry back to the hotel. Frustrated and alone, he hides under the dock and suddenly sees rows of people who look just like him but at different ages, as if they exist in parallel universes that converge at this moment. As Jaden looked at the row of versions of himself in different ages and stages of life, he felt a sense of clarity wash over him. Despite his success and wealth, he realized that he was no different from these versions of himself. In fact, in that moment, he felt a deep connection to them. He had always believed that his accomplishments set him apart from others, that his wealth and status made him somehow superior. But looking at these versions of himself, he understood that success and material possessions were ultimately meaningless. What mattered was the human experience, the joys and sorrows, the love and the loss. Jaden felt a wave of humility wash over him. He had been so focused on himself and his own achievements that he had lost sight of the things that truly mattered in life. As he thought about his life and all that he had achieved, he realized that he had been chasing after an illusion. Success and wealth were not the key to happiness and fulfillment. In that moment, he made a decision to live his life with more compassion and empathy. He would no longer judge others based on their appearance or status. He would seek out meaningful connections with others and prioritize the things that truly mattered in life, like love, kindness, and community. As he looked out at the sea and the sky, he felt a sense of peace settle over him. He knew that he still had much to learn and much work to do, but he was ready to take on the journey with an open heart and a newfound understanding of the human experience. This story is a reflection on the human condition, reminding us that every person has their own journey and unique experiences. Despite our differences, we all share the common desire to be understood, accepted, and loved. Through his journey, Jaden discovers the importance of empathy and the need to appreciate each other's differences, as well as the beauty and mystery of the universe. Thanks for watching.